are you?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Thank you. Who are you?
I am Nardwuar, the Human Serviette.
Nardwuar. Bonjour, Nardwuar.
Hello, Lady Gaga.
Hello.
Now, there are some connections between Vancouver, BC and Lady Gaga.
Yes.
What might they be?
Well, actually, my album release was here in Vancouver, and I went #1 that day, so I have a really special connection with Vancouver.
And there's another one.
Really?
You are called Lady
Vancouver?
Gaga.
Yeah.
And you're named after the Queen song.
Oh, yeah, Radio Gaga.
And the new lead singer of Queen, Paul Rogers, lives in
Vancouver.
So there we have Paul Rogers. Are you into the new lead singer of Queen, Paul Rogers?
Well, I am, of course, into the new lead singer, but for me, I have a big heart for Freddie Mercury, and I can't quite part with the old Queen.
Of course, Radio
Gaga.
Now, another connection between Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada and Lady Gaga. Look, who was just on the cover of Discorder magazine in Vancouver. Who should we have right there?
Amanda Lepore.
Who is Amanda Lepore? What can you tell the people about that? She played your Fame Ball.
She did. This is Amanda Lepore. She played my Fame Ball. She is so beautiful and so amazing. She performed with Caswell, who's also a friend of mine, and I'm a huge supporter. And yeah,
there she is on the cover of Discorder magazine.
I love her. Can I give her a kiss?
Yes, you can. And that's on the cover of Discorder magazine from Vancouver.
That's awesome. Another connection.
Another connection. She also has her own watch. Her own swatch is called a Time Tranny.
Really?
Yeah.
She's like, but it's funny because I don't really even think like Amanda, to me, she's a woman. Like she's full out.
But that's what her swatch is called, a Time Tranny.
A Time Tranny, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she has her own swatch. Now you...
She has nice boobs. You can see her, you actually can see her nipple in this. Just to point it out. Go girl.
Lady Gaga, you're doing these transmissions from the road, aren't you? These video documentations.
Yeah.
I find them very, very fascinating. In fact, is that your video documentaire right over there?
Yeah, that's my librarian, Angela. Ornament Ange.
So I love watching these things. So I watched one of your your little transmissions on YouTube.
Yes.
I think it was you in Germany.
Yeah.
And then on the sidebar, there's like related videos.
Yeah.
Guess what there was? There was something that said, Lady Gaga, totally naked, must see, nude, just dance.
Really?
So do you think I clicked on it?
Maybe.
Yes, I did.
What did you find?
I didn't see you nude. It was like a total joke thing.
What a freaking ripoff!
Now, I was thinking, you have been nude on stage. Did you really perform nude on stage? Is there that footage out there, Lady Gaga?
It's performance art.
But what does performance art mean? Does it mean showing nipple-like?
No. It is my belief that naked would include the nipple area, but I've never let the nipple area be exposed in any of my performances, unless it was by accident.
So it's always a G-rated show then. Swimsuit area always covered, right?
I wouldn't say G-rated. Always swimsuit area covered. But it's like, for me on stage, I'm always experimental with the fashion, and I believe in pushing boundaries about sexuality, and sometimes the clothes are transformable.
Lady Gaga, you are dressed very well today. What can you tell the people what you're wearing right now?
Well, I made this cat suit, and I made the origami brooch on my shoulder.
Now, how long does it take to make something like that? How do you know if you've done a good job?
I actually didn't make it with my own 2 hands. I designed it and had someone do the origami for me because I'm on the road. It takes too long. But to design something like this, it can take anywhere from 1 hour if I have the inspiration, or it could take a couple of months, so depending on what the outfit is, and if I'm involving any electronics or origami pieces, they can take a really long time to make. Sometimes I use real gold leaf as opposed to just paint, because I want to sort of up the museum level of what I'm making. So it all depends. But I'm wearing this piece I made the hair bow. I had these gloves. I got these. They were kind of made, but they were just left over from a fashion show. And the shoes are Givenchy.
You were Lady Gaga, and here's a review of something that you wore. This is from the Seattle Weekly, and I love this.
You are going full out and in right now. Go ahead.
Lady Gaga wore a platinum blonde wig and a red outfit so tight it could trigger a yeast infection. Do you remember that outfit? This was written up in the Seattle Weekly.
Well, I always have blonde hair, and it's not a wig, although it's not entirely real, but I'm always honest about that. And I don't know of any clothing that causes any medical issues. But if there is, I'd like to know what it is, because that sounds pretty amazing and powerful. I had on a red Grace Jones inspired jumpsuit with a red hood that I made that had a gold drawstring chain. I thought it was fabulous, and it was skin tight so that you could see my figure.
And Lady Gaga, you're digging what I'm wearing right now. I don't usually get compliments, but you're actually digging it.
You are going in, and I love this because I have a peace sign tattooed on my wrist, and you have it on your sweater.
FaceTime with the New Kids on the Block at all?
Yeah.
Any FaceTime?
Yes, I have.
What sort of items have you seen that the kids have been bringing to New Kids on the Block? This is a New Kids on the Block pillow.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
You can let go of the New Kids on the Block if you like. You can let go because we have something else to show you. Some more excitement. There's another item.
Oh my God.
What can you tell the people about this particular fellow, Lady Gaga?
This Danny is awesome. Oh my God, this is so cool. Where did you get this?
From the 1980s, same place I got the shirt. I'm not sure. I would imagine it. Do they have this sort of thing for sale, Lady Gaga?
I don't think so, which is why I need to have it.
Lady Gaga, I was curious. Have you heard of the artist known as Andrew WK?
No.
He's from New York. He has a song, Party Hard, Party Hard.
No.
He has a club called Santos Party House.
Mm-hmm.
He actually runs that in New York. I don't know if you ever performed there or not.
No.
Now, he told me when I asked him about one of the weirdest club experiences that he ever had, you know, because there's a lot of weird club experiences you can have in New York, right? Was he went to this club and it was a sign that said, step up to the bar. So he stepped
Oh, I have been there. There's a guy. Oh my God, this is I'm gonna finish your story for you.
Oh, thank you, Lady Gaga.
So I have been to that bar, and I have not. Did I play there? My buddies played there, and I went to go see them play.
This actually wasn't his bar, but he was telling me about the story. But continue on, Lady Gaga.
Then the bar is actually on 40-something Street in Hell's Kitchen. I've been to that bar, and it's actually it's a sex party. And you go to the party, and there's, you know, just a lot of people hanging out, getting drunk, having a good time. And it says, please step up to the bar. And there's a guy wrapped in a carpet underneath the bar, and you step up onto it, and you order your drink, not knowing that he's in there. And all of a sudden, you hear like moaning and groaning, and you're like, what's going on? And you realize that you and all of your girlfriends are standing on some guy who's totally aroused that you're standing on top of him.
He has a crush fetish.
He has a fetish on women that step on him.
And a bundling fetish as well. Like he gets bundled up. He's wrapped in like cloths and stuff like that.
I mean, I'd like to think of it as like sexual performance art too. It's kind of like, you know, it's fetish, but it's art as well. I've seen him at a few different parties, but I remember I saw him uptown. That was his weirdest club experience.
That was his weirdest club experience. You and Andrew WK bonding.
That's one of my weirdest clubs.
Can anything top that, Lady Gaga? Or what is your weirdest club experience? That must be, isn't it weird?
That might be.
Isn't that the great thing about New York? It brings people together.
It really does. It's really funny. That guy's like, you know, he's pretty, I mean, can you imagine you're getting up to order a drink and all of a sudden you hear, ugh. I was like, what's going on? Do you hear something? Oh my God, there's a man! I mean, it was insane.
Did the bartender tell you there was a man underneath, or did you just kind of figure it out yourself?
No, I figured it out. I mean, we all started seeing him moving. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know that song. Why don't I know that song? Maybe I do know the song and I just don't know Andrew.
He also works with a guy called Andrew and Bad Brilliance.
I've
you heard of those
that.
bands?
Mm-hmm.
Those two bands are bands that he actually works with. And winding up here.
Go local acts.
Well, thanks much, Lady Gaga. Keep on rocking in the free world and do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do. Are we doing a full out freeze?